Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. John here. Now, this is a big one. Dave, the boy who played the harp, his first record since 2021, apart from the mixtape with Central C. If you know me and you know the history of the channel, I am a huge fan. There's multiple tracks with James Blake, there's Jim Legacy, there's Kano, I'm just seeing. And as always, if you want to watch this in the best version, ad-free, early access to all the album reactions, and to support the channel and what I do over here, there is a link down in the description to the Patreon. Come and join the community over there. There's thousands. Come and join us over there. Support the journey, become part of the lifeblood of the channel. Right, Dave, it's time for Dave. Let's fucking go. His first track is called History, with James Blake.
This is God's plan, he said it to me. An angel either side of my bed in a dream, singing, you don't know where you're yet to achieve, and you're destined for some shit you would never believe. Now the garden same size as Adam and Eve's. I got trees, a forest, you better believe. For the bass and the treble, I treble the fee. I can't wish my ex the best, she would end up with me. How can I sleep when there's money to get with a king?
I can't wish my ex the best, she'd end up with me. Come on, Dave.
How can I sleep when there's money to get with a king? You disrespect the 16, your head on the beam. For the lust of the money, the head of the queen. I done shit I didn't think I could ever redeem. I'm from South where they struggle with saying your name, but it's easy when pronouncing you dead on the scene. So when you see me on these stages stepping in clean, I hope
You know it's history in the making. Shall we make it?
yeah. And when they talk on my name in this country, they gon' tell you that I'm already a legend. Strut them that I'm repping, clean stepping. Bro, you need to forget it. Fuck eco-friendly, my car eco-aggressive. And my ego aggressive. You better leave me a message. Yeah, you done it for a year, but that ain't impressive. I give a fuck about success if it ain't successive. That ain't city's gonna listen on repeat. Gone a couple summers so they miss me on a beat. It don't matter if she pretty and petite. If she ain't beat, she can't even kiss me on the cheek. Mum said never build a house on sand, but I don't think I listen, cause the villas by the beach. And I did it off a beats, I just whip it and I screech. Anytime you see my niggas in the streets,
You know it's history.
Okay. Strong start. Bullish start.
Shall we make it?
Come on, James. I was going to say, is there going to be a second half to this song where he actually talks about the other side of this shit? Because that's what it felt like it was going, especially when he mentions his mum saying not to build a house on the sand, but he's got the villa by the beach. And it's just like, mum probably knows best. We'll see. We'll see. And then James is talking about, did I get addicted to the life? Or did it addictive to something? Yeah, the life.
It's all that I wanted. And it was fun for a while, but history smiles on us. Now we're on to something higher. Now hold my hand close, I'm inspired, and I'm holding on to a version of our lives where you're still mine.
You know it's history in the making. Shall we make it?
my mum told me what my name really means, and the powers just kicked in. Got me
Right.
thinking back to days when I was a victim to this thing, thinking I was keeping it balanced. I was even embarrassed, selling CDs in Paris, but this music gave me everything I need in a marriage. I can't speed sideways on grind, jungle or garage, when I know that it's the reason we managed to make. Don't be a hero, I ain't looking to hurt anyone. I got a clean one and I got a dirtier one. I never see a man late to his own funeral, but I don't see a man show up early to one. I prefer the one that's slim, but I don't mind me the curvier one. Yeah, And I'm coming from the south, for the river where the sky is black. If not for the history that we made, they wouldn't like rap. Niggas trying to water down our thing, it's time to fight back. For 70 hours I've been stepping with powers, and it's definitely ours. It's time. You mention my name, better know that you're playing with pepper. He borrowed a mill and I told him to pay me, and never knew it was different from the moment we came in. And you can quote me cause I said it verbatim. The woman with me like a Renaissance painting, I'm Michelangelo's David. And anytime you mention me in a statement, you better know that it's
Okay, no, I thought he was going to show the other side of his fame, but he's just coming with more bullishness. Strong start, but James Blake was amazing on the track. Obviously, Dave can spit, but that's not him operating at his highest level in terms of lyricism on that first track, okay? But, you know, we're back. We're in it. 175 months.
This is the key to stop the feeling right. But I didn't want to let that hope right away.
Father God forgive me. It's been a couple years or maybe more that I ain't prayed. Even longer I ain't been to church, God I'm ashamed. Embarrassed in my ways, but still I'm asking for your grace. Feel like I've been led astray by the drinking and the spirits that like take me when I write. And the ladies of the night. Most people they got demons, I got angels that I fight. Trying to save me from my plight. I pray I make it to the light. South London where we lie. Abdullah died at 16 and I still feel that same rage. Cause we all getting older and he's still the same age. It's his 27th birthday and this piggy's 14. Back when we would all dream. And Stephanie, she lived at 14 and he lived at number 17 and I was number 12. When I used to think that if I skip church I go to hell. So when they ask about grief and how it feels, I know it well. I missed this 10th anniversary in 2024. I know the value of this picture, we ain't getting any more. Then I go and I get angry, God, like why'd you take him for? He was just a baby, all these emotions that I'm feeling, it's the strength I pray for. God, for anyone that's with us that can vouch, I pray for. Pray that I feel less lonely in this house I prayed for. I pray that with this cross that you bear on me, can you look after my mum? She probably used her last prayer on me. Can't let the devil in. There's repentance in the Bible. God remind my exodus. Feel like we was meant for this. Move mountains and boulders. We at the majors where our parents getting older. May they never need a shoulder. I done shit I can't condone. Wrote sermons on my own. I'm in church, more worried about the service on my phone. And on judgment day, are you gonna riot in my sins? Come my nigga, he got cancer and I'm lying to his kids. God, I'm trying, but it hits me in my heart. I done lost so many niggas that's been with me from the start. Then I pray for quick change and I ain't even tried fast. All I ever did was ask, shattered glass, crucifixes on my chest. Pray to purchase a protect for my church, you cut a check. How am I trying to pray for Congo with these diamonds on my neck? As a father and as a son, pray that I can show him how to love a woman through his mum, because I never got the chance. And I just want the best for my 3 little nieces that I carry on my chest. I'm praying for my managers and praying for their wives, because God knows that they're the ones that sacrifice their lives. I would have said their names, but God, you know who I mean. I'm praying for my brothers, God protect us on the streets. I had the steak at Carbone and didn't pray before I eat. It's like I call you when I need you, when I don't, we don't speak. Ground rules for my niggas found schools back at Lambeth Town, who I helped him pray, but didn't know that it was on my downfall. So when I'm ice cold, with no blood inside my veins, numbers on my days, will I say I love this life of rain? I'm just praying that my purpose can justify my pain. I'm just praying that my purpose can justify my pain. My mum used to creep in my room and put oil on the cross on my head, anoint me and probably read a verse like Psalm 23. The Lord is my shepherd, and maybe Matthew 4. The word is my weapon tonight. If I can't pray for peace, then I just pray we win the war. It's been 26 years, I don't know what I'm fighting for. Well, maybe it's a place to feel your everlasting light. In a world where kids that die get a second chance at life. Christ, I don't know what to say to you. I pray to you, forgive me for the days I had a reason to. And I ain't have faith in you. You did it for the sake of me. And how I've forsaken you, I prayed for new shoes and I used them to walk away from you. You made it out of drugs, swapped the pen for the needles. And I just found
saying in the first track he wasn't really going in at the level that he can operate at. This is a completely different kettle of fish. What did he just say? I prayed for the shoes and then I used them to walk away from you. Here he is wrestling with his relationship with God and his faith and everything that he's achieved and everything that he's accomplished and experienced that he mentions in the first track as well. There's a weird level of sort of guilt and turmoil going on with Dave here. That is fascinating to listen to. Personally, I think he should give himself a break, but, you know, I think exploring these emotions through song and through rap is something that he is done from the start, and he's one of the very best, like, out there anywhere in the world at doing it. But there is some fucking bars in here, and with all of his music, when he goes this deep, you only catch stuff, I only catch stuff 2nd, 4th, 10th listens. So I just want to experience the music rather than breaking down every single line as I go. But that one did that one deserved a pause. So we'll have a minor reload at this
I'm
point.
fighting for. Well, maybe it's a place to feel your everlasting light. In a world where kids that die get a second chance at life. Christ, I don't know what to say to you. I pray to you, forgive me for the days I had a reason to. And I ain't had faith in you. You did it for the sake of me. And how I've forsaken you, I prayed for new shoes and I used them to walk away from you. You made it out of drugs, sought the pen for the needles. And I just found a different way to poison my people, you could say. Testimony that I'm telling them a story. But how we selling them, the devil's still giving God the glory. Can I pray?
Can I go on top of the drums? On top of those?
Yeah, man. Powerful track, deep track, a track that more will reveal itself on future listens. More of those bars will unfold in my mind as I listen to them. And any concerns I had that he may have be stepping away from his true gifts. The first track was strong, don't get me wrong. But you always worry when somebody comes into a third record and they've had so much success, if they're going to step away from what brought them there in the first place, in terms of this fucking lyricism and this authenticity that comes with it. No concerns. Okay, No Weapons with Jim Legacy. He was out on my cover recently on the channel, by the way, if you want to check that one out.
No weapon that's been fashioned against me shall prosper. My niggas had to take a risk and prosper. What's left for me? And I said,
Go check my CV, hunting on her LV Speedy. She got a BBL. If I put that chick on a BMX now, she really. I got it on me. If you see me, Amanda, are getting too touchy-feely. Yeah, speaking freely, I left it behind. My people need me, and
life never showed me the T's and C's.
never show me the decency.
Had no one like Alicia Keys. I've been locked in with no sleep.
Mum said back by the evening, please. We don't need them streets, they're the reason. South London, it's RIPs and freezing G's, and I can for my Jesus peace. There's
Weapons. No weapon that's been fashioned against me shall prosper. My niggas had to take a risk and prosper. What's left for me? And I said weapons. No weapon that's been fashioned against me shall prosper. My niggas had to take a risk and prosper. What's left for me? And I said
I'm praying for more life, more money, more success, more stacks for them, yeah, more platinum plaques for them. This didn't happen by accident. Any tongue that rise against me gonna fall, and that's why a man can't chat to them. Wait, I'm talking about minimum spend. Rude boy, I'm trying to find out the maximum. Jot that down, been there so I can't pop that down. What you know about mum ain't got cash, so you gotta go shopping in lost and found. Slow down, rude boy, you don't know me. Cut through Southwest on a low key. Cordons on my estate, we doing carpool karaoke. I'm in the middle of the party, but I don't dance. In France, I got a sexy one trying to flirt and distract me from the righteous path. Still want one of them Clermont twins. The allegations are dark, but at least I know she gon' do me and my dog. God forgive me, I don't mean that. Let me face my Bible and sing my psalms. Can't let nobody read my palms. Ain't no none of them pagan beliefs. I just wanna say that I built something I could give to my kids that I gave to my niece. So her name's on a lease, and my mum sees words of the prayers that we keep, and they sound like
weapons. No weapon that's been fashioned against me shall prosper. My niggas had to take a risk and prosper. What's left for me?
Is that a line from the Bible, the no weapons thing? I'm going to do a little bit of research. No weapon formed against me shall prosper is a quote from the Bible, specifically Isaiah 54:17. It is a promise of divine protection and victory. Okay, so yeah, I think there's other like single lines and verses from the Bible fed into this song, and it may be all the way through. Obviously, track 2 is deeply about a conversation with God. There may be more in history that I didn't catch. And the boy who played the harp, obviously, we've got this sort of cherubic, angelic light on the cover of the album. The biblical story of the boy who played the harp refers to David playing the harp for King Saul in the book of Samuel. When an evil spirit from God tormented the king, Saul's servants recommended that David, a skilled harpist and shepherd, be summoned to play music for him. David's music calmed Saul, causing the spirit to depart and the king to feel refreshed and better.
Against me shall prosper. My niggas had to take a risk and prosper. What's that for me? I was packing up bitch on the east side, selling like K on the west side, just trying to graduate. I was backing up bitch on the east side, selling like K on the west side, just trying to graduate. I was backing up bitch with the weapons. No weapon that's been fashioned against me shall prosper. My niggas had to take a risk and prosper. What's that for me?
Okay, so chapter 16 featuring Kano, one of my favourites. Chapter 16, it's Samuel 16:23, is the boy that played the harp, this thing about David. So we're piecing it all together here as we go.
Cool.
Wag you on the 52nd floor just to take the piss. And somehow we've had to deal with higher stakes than this. You're the reason that I take the risk, had me on your tour team. I studied you since I was 14, I wanna know what life was like in your teens. We shared dreams, and even when we shared screens, I couldn't get no FaceTime. I got questions like, how'd you do it? Do you have regrets? Like, what's your life like? See, mine was like the sun setting. Pray the moonshine, it's the prohibition, no ignition. Ran for 2 parties, it's the coalition. Rum, it's the prohibition, no ignition.
Is he talking to Kano here? Because when they shared screens, they were both in Top Boy.
Got questions like, how'd you do it? Do you have regrets? Like, what's your life like? See, mine was like the sun setting. Pray the moonshine, it's the prohibition, no ignition. Ran for 2 parties, it's the coalition. Rum and Red Bull, like Max Verstappen, but the race is different, taste is different. It's adult dances in my pole positions. Young is dying like they saved the game and could reload the mission. Wearing jewelry, heard they're plotting on me when I walk my ends in South London. Something you can't teach, straight common sense. Eating healthy, car we trust our guts more than we trust our friends. Many frauds, lot of men fake, Lord. Imitators, innovators, take that shit to heart like defibrillators. Mothers shed tears and don't sleep for days, weep for days, and kill a celebrate.
Take that shit to heart, like so it takes it to heart. The defibrillators line it, and then I mean the noise that he made afterwards, like, you know, getting fucking shanked in the heart as well.
Imitators, innovators, take that shit to heart like defibrillators. Mothers shed tears and don't sleep for days, weep for days, and kill a celebrate with ID parades. Then you got this C in our face, and it's pressure I inherited from you. It sounds funny, but it's true. I loved you on the big screen, but bro, I want you back. Cause what acting game with you, we done lost in
You
rap.
got a lot of years ahead of you.
Oh,
Some years are worse than you and some are better you. If it's not positive, drop it, the streets residue. But keep a piece of yourself when you're selling you. This game ain't for the throne and kings are checkable. It's to be a better you, envy's inevitable. And please take pics with your friends, cause I'm telling you this industry attention will sever crews, and a sick turns to an addiction of the jealous Jews. Then they diss you again like you ain't fed them food. But if you whip colorins front of desperate youths, you Chris and a Benz, then the devil's due. Them's the rules. You made it, laying it, this bed ain't new. But let's keep it true, you know you're reckless with protects and jewels. Flexers do what flexers do, and steppers do what steppers do. Beef, looking over your shoulder every time we turn keys bout. Turn the other cheek, must the man be the bigger man? I know he's trapped the fire, but that's the master James.
Is that James as well?
Take it on the chin,
dude.
but that's the buyer, and I'm biased. But my generation got the classic writers. Your gen, that's mostly your pen, you're the rap messiah. You and Simbi, go grab the accolades that they would never give me. But that's the never story, I ain't goated for the glory. Couple trophies in my storage, pour me me. Ivan Novello don't rate a man, so be it. I was in 03 on the mic getting lordy. You think you would have flourished in my era at 140? It's quick to break your love with you, swap knowledge. But sorry, I didn't make no time back at Troxy. I watched your sound check that day.
This is fucking good. This is so fucking good. Listen, I've been listening to Kano since that first record. I must have replayed P's and Q's 1 billion times. I remember sitting there. He's talking about 03. I'm thinking 05 for me. Sitting there, having that on in repeat in an office when I first got my job as a games journalist. 05, listening to that record over and over and over again. And then to hear him as he was amazing then, but 22 years later, or that's 20 years later, his evolution as an artist in all capacities. Obviously, he's a fucking amazing actor as well. I love it when a rapper grows with age. All these great rappers just seem to age so beautifully, American and British, in a way that so many rock stars don't, which is a real shame. But anyway, I can't worry about that. And now hearing Kano sounds even wiser, smarter, more articulate. I mean, how can he even be more articulate? Go and watch his Fire in the Booth. But that's actually what's happening here. And in the conversation between the two, I think it's fair to say my two favourite UK rappers. Gets is right up there as well. Love Dizzy. In terms of the newer gen, I mean, it's kind of Dave standing alone for me. Yeah, I'm missing some obvious ones as well. But yeah, I really like Pot of Paper and things like that. Anybody who's got bars, realistically. But Dave's just levels for me. But hearing a conversation between the two like this, at this level, it's 6 minutes, dude. We're only 2 minutes in. Okay, shut up, John.
You're the rap beside you and Simbi. Go grab the accolades.
Oh, Sims, of course, fucking Sims.
That's
Of
the
course
never
it is.
story. I ain't go
Idiot.
for the
That's the other
glory.
one.
Couple trophies in my storage. Poor me. Ivan Novello don't rate a man, so be it. I was in 03 on the mic getting lordy. You think you would have flourished in my era at 140? It's quick to break
40 BPM, the grind speed.
But sorry, I didn't make no time back at Troxy. I watched your sound check that day. I saw promise. Then I came to your O2 show. I saw polish. But during all the pyrotechnics, I was pondering like, do you have family, politics and problems? Can you ever see when you're just someone's wallet? Have you ever smelled when a cousinship turns rotten, Tommy? Do you ever hear from your brother and start sobbing, Tommy? Have you ever touched $1 million and felt office, Tommy? Have you ever tasted victory and didn't want it? Those 5 senses will make sense to true bosses. I've got a 6th sense for knowing is truly from it. Bond Street Donny, I know what the same cloth is. I know what the game offers. Raise boffin, make offin, the sunshine till the leg and coffin. Legacy. Would they remember me, Dave?
Well, I guess we don't know, that's why we wake up, go get it by ourselves. And I'd love to tell you yes, but bro, I question that myself. Health, wealth, happiness, all somebody really needs. And some water I could give to my seed. Heart cold like Courchevel, Chanel, tortoise shell glasses that I bought this girl told the world. Love, I can't seem to find it. This is shit I do for women, I don't even like them. Bro, I need some guidance.
Right, bro, I ain't no relationship advisor, but all of this defense won't make you striker. God loves a trier, David loves a liar, but even the Harp's half a heart, so I could Cupid fire. Hey, where's she from this time? Do your thing, bro. Every time I see you, new ting, bro. Cause you don't date, you do a lingo.
Big bro, I don't know where you got that info, but that wasn't me. I need that in record and in writing. But still I love the game, it's enticing. I moved out west and it's nice, and these days we
Your
drive.
lifestyle bougie. I used to push a silver Porsche with 2 seats. Now the max cozy baby seats in an SUV. You know I've been Nige and I never had a goosey.
Blood, what was you eating?
Fried plantain.
You ain't had the pepper suit, G, and it's plantain, but trust me, that's all Gucci. Listen, I was in Jamaica having cow foot soup in the middle of Greenwich like I'm a real ghetto. You touch uptown Monday and my Achilles on shoot. I don't fuck with the ganja, still I'm building up a zoo. Got me feeling like I must really have eyes in the back of my head. Range Rover television, the interior red. Fell asleep in the whip, the car feel like a bed. I just wanna give thanks for this life that we.
Look, mic check 1, 2, 3 school dinners. Now we sacked off the sacks for sea salt living. I'm GoFunding to bring back peaceful villains. Cody's 38 years, that's an evil sentence. Like I don't love you no more. Dave, I used to be married to the game. I'm a husband no more. All these SM7Bs ain't for us like before. Mike, Billy Jean on that, they just discuss couple wars.
And they shortchange us. Paper chasing all good till it's divorce papers. Newspapers, court papers, they all ride my wheels. They gon' talk about your wants till they divide your wills. That's how family feels, growing up so fast. 26, feeling like our lives on timers. Lines in the face, you getting fillers to hide it. And hoes lying about their age like Nigerian strikers. Sorry, wait, can I get this food and
Shout out
containers?
Obafemi Martins.
Move, it was dangerous, seen beautiful places. Bro, I used to have braces, now it's my driver that's on a retainer. But that's just testament to God and his favor. And bro, I wanted a favor, let's see each other more. Catch up and make beats, cause the fans they miss you, I know the fans they miss me. Let's make a track about this dinner and the stamp you gave me. And base it on the book of Samuel, call it chapter 16.
Woo.
Down.
So who's gonna get this one then?
Oh, so the dinner, I mean.
Aye. That's cool. So what's her name? Nah, I'm just fucking with you. Just do your thing, man. But trust me, don't overthink it. Like, it's what it is. If it's gonna be something, it's gonna be something. But I know you. I know what you're like. You're thinking 5-10 years down the line, day at a time.
One of the best things about getting older is being in a position to give guidance and mentorship to others. It's beautiful. There's a lot of fear around getting older. And I felt that, turning 40. But I love it. Truly. I love it. They say life begins at 40, and I never really understood why, but that's because I just feel like I'm stepping into my actual power at this age. And hearing Kano there, how old's Kano? I guess we're pretty much the exact same age. He's 40, so he's a little bit younger than me. I love that track. I think that track is fucking incredible. Incredible. Like, all-time incredible. I love every single atom of it. And the slight concerns I had in that first track, which I now just like, have been allayed. Not only just have they been allayed, but they've been eliminated to the point where I actually feel that we need to shut all these updates. I'm trying to fucking talk. My PC is fucking busted. Anyway, it's actually making me like what I heard from the first track more, and I bet there's more depth to it than I originally gave it credit for. But, you know, it was the first track. It's the first track from him I've heard in a long time since the stuff with Central C, which is, you know, not exactly conscious. And I'm like, it's fine if you want to do that, but, like, please give me the depth. No worries here. This is deep and beautiful, and that's an all-time favorite track. Like, my old school favorite rapper and my newer school favorite rapper having a conversation over dinner about life, the game, and there's depth and the biblical stuff in there, and Kano was just ridiculous. Okay, I'm assuming we're getting a bit of a groove on this next track in Rain Dance with Thames. Let's see. Ooh, that's a gorgeous progression.
Let's get the party started. See you at the bar, you was hardly talking. That's when I knew that your heart was scarring. Friends to lovers need a part to star in. Like, wait, babe, let me ask your pardon. This ain't Gucci, this is Prada, darling. If you want something, you can ask me, darling. And you started laughing, cause you think I'm joking. But looking in your eyes, that's the best thing. Bright lights giving you the red skin. You was in a bad mood when we stepped in. Though you checked out before we even checked in. On the phone, you gon' vent to your best friend, the one who gave me the lecture. But I ain't gon' sweat you, babe, I'm a lecture. Catch up with your boy, undress you, and let me tell you why I'm a blesser.
The way my mind falling away in my heart, I know you feel the same when you're with me. You know I'm all you need. You're where I wanna be, my darling. Can't you see? Tryna hide my feelings for you. Don't wanna argue, not with you. Tell me why you're so in denial. Hold me close, don't tell me goodnight. Are you down and get me? Tell me when you're ready. I'm ready.
We can get into it, and we can get intimate. The shower when you singing it, better than Beyonce. I like the sound of fiance. You know it's got a little ring to it, and really when I think of it, growing up I didn't ever see marriages. No weddings, no horse, no carriages. I wanna do things different and change the narrative. God knows you are a wild child, beautiful child. I need your help. Looking like you come from the 90s by yourself. My mum's 61 and her favourite line to tell her son is sometimes she wished that she had a girl. I wanna take you back to a time, back to a trip. You had that white wine that I never got to sip, and dinner wasn't ruined cause you never got the pick. I know that everybody tell me that I'm sick cause
The way my mind falling away in my heart. I know you feel the same when you're with me. You know I'm all you need. You're where I wanna be. My darling, can't you see? I love being you. Never let me go. Being you. I tell you 2 times. Being you. Never let me go. Being you. Tell me 2 times. Being you. Never let me go. Being you. Tell me 2 times. Being you. Never let me go. Being you. Tell me 2
I
times.
said lean with it, rock with it. Your finger, I could put a rock in it. Finger, I could put a rock in it. Bangkok, they gon' put a block in it. Said rock with it, bounce with it. The left wrist, I could put my house in it. You wanna bet, babe? I could put my house in it. Paper, I could put my spouse in it. I said shimmy, shimmy, yeah, shimmy, 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 yeah. 5'9", brown eyes, and she in the shimmy, shimmy, yeah, shimmy, 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 yeah. 5'9", brown eyes, in the shimmy, shimmy, yeah, shimmy, 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 yeah. 5'9", brown eyes, and she in shimmy, shimmy, yeah, shimmy, 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 yeah. 5'9", brown eyes.
Gorgeous track. Okay, James Blake again on this one. Selfish.
What if I'm selfish? What if I'm the reason behind it? What if I'm overprotected with family because of how mine is? What if I'm jealous? Maybe that's what's making me nervous. What if my effort of pulling you closer, pushing you further? What if I'm selfish? What if the reason they call me the greatest is also the reason that me and you living on different pages? What if I'm too much? What if I settled and I didn't fight? What if my fear of doing it wrong's the reason I haven't been doing it right? What if I'm selfish? What if the kids just wanna be kids and don't wanna live in and out of the news and chill and don't even wanna be rich? And what if I'm so self-centered that I don't even realize what I could miss? And what if I'm falling in the abyss? Maybe it's... yeah. Maybe it's dark, maybe it's day, maybe it's too many nights in LA. Look at the house, it's sorry and still. All of the feelings we hid in the hills. Maybe it's you, maybe it's me, maybe the media or the provoking. Gave you my heart, I laid it bare. Funny you went and you poked it. What if it's better with me out of way? What if it's better with me out of... like what if it's better with me out of way? What if I'm poison? What if I'm cancer? What if I'm dangerous and I'm wild? Look in my eyes and seeing a child. What if he's broken? What if he's scared? What if he's ostracized and vilified? Is he peace? It's just an illusion. Ain't got a home, I live in confusion. What if I'm selfish?
Forever, forever, forever. I manage the symptoms forever. You can love how you want. I know to give is no loss. But can you settle for a second and let go of your idea of heaven? I know it's a lot, but it might be all that I've got. I wanna throw myself in, snap off the mask. I wanna clone that sins and a love that lasts. I wanna skate away, go with you to the parish. I wanna give you my life, or at least something to cherish. But what if
Oh, I was gone. Completely gone. Different dimension.
Like announcing our split on a text, don't know why, but I still buy gifts for my ex. Watching her stories to see if she checks. I'm a mess, I don't know if my head's in a game. She told me don't mention her name, I'm suggesting the same. I'ma get through the pain, wanna see the sunshine, gotta get through the rain. Bag full of trauma, I left on the train. I'm ashamed for the days that I said that I changed. I'm a cheat, sat in a therapist chair crying like a baby in the middle of a Harley street. Like I'm fighting a sickness that I can't beat, I'm this low. And then I go mad, reflection telling me I'm just like my dad. And this white woman telling me it ain't so bad. Middle of my sentence, she cut me off like, sorry David, we don't have any more time. The appointment till 4 and it's 3:55, bro. I feel like she wouldn't even care if I died. Man, I tried to do this therapy shit, man, I tried to do this therapy shit, bro. I know, wouldn't even say I'm depressed, but I'm low in the Grove, the casino and Edgware Road. I've got too many sins to atone, and a voice in my head like, at this point where you should have been rich, like, at this point where you should have had kids, like, at this point should have built you a life, like, look around you, don't you feel you're behind, like, look around you, don't you feel you're behind, like, look around you, don't you feel like, what if I never find love? Don't know if it's scarier, the four of us two together or being alone. I'm so used to being alone. What if I'm somebody nobody wants? What if I'm damaged, or what if I waited too long and I'm old on me? What if I'm cold on me? What if I cut off the hand that I hold on me? What if I'm rapidly spiraling, tired and jaded? Or what if I'm faded? Or what if anxiety's growing inside me that I might have left all my besties behind me? Or what if I'm scared as I touch 27 that you don't appear in my idea of heaven? Or what if I'm selfish?
Powerful, open, honest, raw track. James Blake again. Just absolutely outstanding. Right, this is a long one. Nearly 8 minutes, my 27th birthday. Let's strap in.
Look, white fish on the coast of the Caribbean. My life is a film, hero and villain. I'm playing both in a script worthy of Spielberg or Christopher Nolan. Reading a constant overachiever. And I know I ain't as rich as them people with old money, but I didn't know money. They mocked me online for speaking up on all of our issues and being vocal, the shit that I see on socials. But how can I stay silent when I'm out in Barbados, white people mistreating locals? The villa in Jamaica, but it's owned by the Chinese. Head to the right beach and they're charging us 5 each. They say the Caribbean paradise, like why leave? But how can I be silent when there's blood on the pine trees? Most of us would sacrifice our soul for the right fees. Before I find love, I'm just praying I find peace. Before I find love, I'm just praying I find peace. You know what I believe, I don't know if I handled it well. It's fuck Coca-Cola, did I stop drinking Fanta as well? I can see the blood on the lyrics I write for myself. I cried about slavery, then went to Dubai with my girl. Surely I ain't part of the problem, I lied to myself. Jewels that my people died for are a sign of my wealth. My work is a physical weight on my life and my health. The last couple years feel like I've been inside on a shelf. I just phoned Sench and I said you inspired myself. I don't feel a spot of jealousy inside of myself, but when I'm all alone I won't lie, I question myself. Am I self-destructive? Am I doing the best for myself? I know I love music, but I question the rest of myself. Like why don't you post pictures, or why don't you drop music, or why not do something but sitting and stressing yourself? 10 years I've been in the game and I won't lie, it's getting difficult. This shit used to be spiritual. We don't need no commentators, we can leave that to the sports. Just listen to the music, why do you need somebody's thoughts? And some of it constructive, but the most of it is forced. And why we counting the numbers, how the music make you feel? I'm just being real. Yeah. White fish on the coast of the Caribbean, my life is a film, hero and villain. I'm playing both in a script worthy of Oscar and Hollywood nominations. I'm throwing money at women in different denominations and killing the conversation. All them people told me keep grinding, be patient. It's weird being famous, trying to navigate the spaces. Feel like a celebrity, but you ain't on the A-list. And you never drop, so you ain't really on the playlist. But your fans love you, you can see it on their faces. America feels so close that you can taste it. 2017 was trying to make it to the Rangers. 2025 I'm trying to make it to the Grangers. How do I explain me and my soulmate are strangers that we've already met and I've known them for ages? How do I explain, because I'm running out of pages? How do I explain South London and its dangers? Can't recall the last time that we was all together, but all I can remember the Olympics was in Beijing. Moved to Dubai, that's for the taxes that they take in. Or moved to Qatar, feel the breeze on the beach. But how can I explain to my kids that it's fake win? Free but I'm broke, have me feeling like I'm caged in. How do I explain 2 pounds got you 8 wings? How do I explain my ops lost but we ain't win? Girls I'm around have surgery on their hips. How do I explain that I love her the way she is? How do I explain my feelings on having kids? That it wasn't what it was, but it is what it is. How do I explain my niggas are in the hood and they don't ask for nothing even though they know they could? Cause they rather trap, rob and get it on their own. How do I explain these messages on my phone? I just got a call, my girl sitting in the car and it says Serge, but Serge with us in the car. I know I might sound like a villain from afar. How do I explain that my mechanic is a chick? Or why is she calling me when I don't even own a whip? Because my license is revoked. I mean, how do I explain that I don't want to heal because my identity is pain? How do I explain? I mean, how do I explain? I went and hit the streets because I didn't want a boss. I ended up at work, I was barely getting paid. For someone that was 2 years above me in my age, I didn't even find it strange. I mean, how do I explain?
Listen, in this song, it's weird. I'm going to pause because there's a little bit of a break. In this very song, he just said, basically paraphrasing, but who cares about thoughts, just feel. So that's why I know I've stopped now. So I'm a hypocrite. But, he talks about hypocrisy in this song, so it's apt. It's weird, I just did the D'Angelo reaction. I filmed it yesterday. It'll be coming out on the YouTube channel soon. If you're on Patreon, you can already see it. And I just spoke about feeling the music so much on that reaction, and I just felt it. And again, obviously, there are calls for times to stop and speak my mind when it comes to doing these reactions, but the reason I like doing them and listening to the music and just having that connection with the music and then with you at the same time is because it is all about feel. It stops being cerebral and intellectual and it just becomes resonance and emotion. This song, this track, is fucking amazing. I'm not surprised, and given the previous songs of his that have fit into the birthday thing, he's evolving to a next level as a rapper, poet, lyricist, wordsmith, but he was already an extremely high level from young. So there's only so far that he can, it's like once you get to that level of skill, it's the smallest steps forward, they're incremental. When you're brand new at something and you make a big leap, but when you're that level, it's the increases in skill are incremental. But yeah, hearing his struggle is fascinating because he really is hard on himself, And this is the curse of the thoughtful, the curse of the wise, especially wise before his years. Just 27 now, he's been around for 10 years. The curse of cognitive dissonance that he's going through. And hopefully he'll come through the other side when he's older and be able to sit into being the boy who played the harp. But fascinating lines in this. Halfway through, amazing track, amazing record so far. Let's keep going.
52 miles from Marseille, I'm in Miraval. 4 years, 17 days, I ain't been around. I can't lie, it even shocks me that I'm still around. I can't lie, it even shocks me how I'm living now. Staring at this Rachel Jones painting, I'm sitting down. The last thing I drew was a weapon, I'm living wild. Turned 27, but I feel like I'm still a child. In this house out in central London, I can barely afford. 6 months sober and I feel like I'm Dave again. Drinking all my pain and my sorrows away again.
Okay.
I got withdrawal symptoms, but they happen at ATMs. Next 2 years, I'll be looking at ATMs. Who's the best artist in the world? I'm saying Thames. Maybe James Blake or Jim on the day, depends. Let's see who quits now we ain't getting paid again. Yeah. I'm just here drinking liquor by myself. Is my music just becoming a depiction of my wealth? Never trust a girl whose lock screen's a picture of herself. I had to learn that shit myself. Now I'm sitting by myself with no girl. Like shit, I really did this to myself. 27 and I'm terrified of living by myself. Cause there's a kid inside myself I haven't healed. And me and him debate each other. I can't love myself. I'm made from two people that hate each other. My parents couldn't even save each other, made each other unhappy. Used to be excited by the block, but size doesn't matter. You supplying it or not, sling a shot. I could have really killed a giant with a rock, but that's a life that I forgot. And my young boys are sliding over what? I don't know, cause I ain't spoke to him in time. Ain't afraid of getting older, scared of being left behind. And then I question, will I live my life and resent? Is anybody ever gonna take my kindness for strength? I gave Tisha the world, it weren't enough and then she went. Everybody's making content, but nobody's content. Safe space, can I vent? It crept up. My girl cheated on me when I was next up. It made me want it even more, man, it's messed up. I'm still walking around a veil with my chest out. I don't wanna leave my house because I'm stressed out. You done me dirty and you didn't even tell a lie. It ain't about what you said, it's what you left out. My whole life I've been feeling like I'm left out. If you fuck another girl, she say you cheated on her. And if she fuck another man, she say she stepped out. And if you ask about Dave, they say the best out. Yeah, and I survived all these errors cause I barely made any. I'm just speaking how I feel.
Errors cause I barely made any.
Fucked up speaking how I feel. Recording to the morning, I ain't even had a meal. I dropped Joni home and fell asleep behind the wheel. Driving at 100 an hour, I switched gears. I ain't spoke to 169 in 6 years. Don't even get me started on this shit's weird. Call me what you want, but with music I'm sincere. You wanna know the reason it's taken me 4 years? It's not cause I'm surrounded by yes men and sycophants. It's cause I'm with producers and people that give a damn. It's me who's gotta carry the pressure, I live with that. All I thought about is the song we could give the fans when I was out there getting stood up by artists I'm bigger than. I don't want no girls around when my nieces they visit, man. They might see the way that I'm living, I figured that. I wanna be a good man, but I wanna be myself too. And I don't think that I can do both, so I can't let her too close. It hurts, but I'm still moving. Feel like it's me versus me, and I'm still losing.
Fucking unbelievable, dude.
Yo, my boy, it's just like, what you saying?
Unbelievable.
You know, man, I had to check you on your fucking birthday, my boy. More life, my guy. Man, soon out, don't even watch that. What are you saying, though, bro? I know you got space for one of them 8-minute, 9-minute tracks to give man a shout out. Tell the people that my story. The man already know what I was on. The man them know my tip. Come on, bro. I know you got me. Alright, lastly, my sis, Tamar. I beg you check in with her, please. Make sure she's blessed. While I'm gone, make sure she's safe. Hey, soon home, my boy. Love.
One of the very best in the world. No questions about it. No doubt in my mind. One of the best in the world. Phenomenal track. Phenomenal. What I love about it is there's so much rawness to it. Obviously the lyricism is just brilliant, and there's bars that I've caught and bars that I haven't yet. But there's a lot in here which somebody could listen to and, given Dave's success, be like, fuck you, you're moaning about this and moaning about this and you've got this and you've got this, because some people can't accept honesty and rawness from successful people because they can't deal with that within themselves while they're suffering. And I get it. I get that too. And I know Dave will know that, because you listen to any famous person, artist, or anybody who has had success deliver any level of complaint about their life or struggles and see what comes back at them. So he'll know. And so to do this on this record multiple times is another level of conflict he must be going through. But he has the balls and the authenticity and the realness to do it anyway. And I appreciate that so much. To hear from him like this is quite something. It really is. 3 tracks to go. I think the album is fantastic on first listen. Fantastic. And to think I was slightly worried by that first track. I'm looking forward to listening to it again now, actually. Now, within the context of the rest of the album, because it certainly sounded damn good. And it's got James Blake on it. 3 tracks to go, man. This has the potential to be his best record. I love Psychodrama. I really do. And I love the second record too. But Psychodrama is the one for me of his back catalogue. But this has the potential, man. That chapter 16 and that track just there. We'll see. Plenty of time for all of these conversations. Let's just feel the last 3 tracks.
Marvelous. He robbed a man and he felt marvelous. Josiah, only 17, he got that dog in him. I used to see him at my church, it was just margin him. We know this kid for kicking ball and he was hard. He could have made a professional, had a trial, we told him you got a chance. My God, we said the streets ain't nothing nice, he said let's see. He's trying to take a trip and put that to the test. He's trying to turn 4.5 into a 9. Divide that shit into decimals, make it stretch. First time I ever met him, I said he's blessed. But if he can't even keep it real with himself, I'm not shocked if he's lying to me. Ask my young boy what he's trying to be. And he don't want a good girl, he want a hoe. He don't want a good job, he want a gun. And he don't want to kick ball, he want a bar. And he don't want to make friends, he want a gang. And he don't want to stack bread, he want a bang. How my young boy so different, I don't know, but I pray God guide him. How my young boy so different, I don't know, but I pray. He feel incredible. He's showing man, he feel incredible. Just side trapping 22 into he's terrible. He wanna travel to the States, he's ineligible. Said he's a criminal, now he's doing numbers on his phone. Got youngers of his own. A Glock the man and bought him and a Russian of his own. He's got some pagans that he beefs, evading the police. Been going crazy from the day he got released. Cause now he's in a Cali weed, grab a leaf, cocaine, Hennessy. Robberies, bank fraud, OT, enemies. He fuck with Aaliyah, fuck Elisa, Stephanie. And he got some cases we don't know if he can ever be. And he look at us like we some people he can never be. We should've never made our youngest hold at 17. All I ever wanted was for you to be a better you. All I ever wanted was for you to be a better me. Fuck about salary, just side smoking celery. Started recreationally, but now they do it medically. It's weighing on me, that shit weighing on me heavily. I think about it regularly, just size in the jailhouse. In penitentiary on charges that were meant for me. Facing 10 potentially, but he was just protecting me. Before you think to step to me, just know my youngin' next to me, and God knows. He don't want a good girl, he want a hoe. He don't want a good job, he want a gun. And he don't want a kick ball, he want a bar. And he don't wanna make friends, he want a gang. And he don't wanna stack rent, he wanna bang. How my young boy so different, I don't know, but I pray God guide him. How my young boy so different, I don't know, but I pray.
Strong and powerful cautionary tale. I don't know if that's specifically about the guy who was at the end of the last song, or if it's just more general. Okay, 2 tracks to go, another long one here in Fairchild, and then we've got the total track to finish.
Yeah. She was 24. Last week told me something you can't be ready for. I'm on the death of our innocence. I'm on the death of her innocence. Let the Henny pour. Some weeks ago she was in a cab. I feel sick to my stomach cause when I listen back, driver was acting all forward. I should've drawn a line. She wasn't worried about it. It happens all the time. All the time, said it happens all the time. A little conversation, that's just all it is. Ask a couple questions and he'll call it quits. He ain't even have to ask her where she lives. She was headed to this venue with a couple friends and I was working late. Said I'd collect her when the party and she got into this no phone party. You know the ones where guys have their phones and all the women there don't. I threw one of them last week, so I don't wanna speak. But when I think about this shit, it cuts deep. You see, Tamar, she like my little sis. So when I asked her to explain to me the story, she said this. I caught a vibe with a guy and then from the off, but something was off. Offered me pills and offered me shots and off of my head. Couldn't even say if I was sober or off of my head. I could've danced for days, wouldn't have been no surprise. But let's have a good night. They turn to have a good nights when all the men start drinking. And then they feel entitled to more than opinions. You know how that goes, a man come to the girls like fucking, let me get your snap in it. Add me back in it, fucking, what? What you doing after this? What you want? What's wrong? Why are you moving so stiff? Come back to the AP, what friend, what? Don't worry about her, you ain't her dad, that's long. I follow her home, call her a cab and what? I feel like I seen you before, what? You from Bex, you know Thames, fucking. Are you getting back to ends and I ain't saying that's weird? But it kinda is, she busy throwing up, he's trying to take her to the crib. But that's the culture of the club, right? All games fair, and if she don't like it, why she there? These times she just wanna go home. She don't wanna go alone with no battery on her phone and all her friends are trying to stay. Cause they're going to somebody's after party in a house that's out the way and then she blacked out. She was gonna leave with them but something felt off and then she backed out. When I heard about the time she tried to make her home alone, she said,
At Archway, I got out the car. It's quiet and I'm walking up this long hill. Faint sound, cold chills. I swear I just heard a familiar voice. Inside of the club, outside of the club. Was it that first cab? I swear I know the voice. Think fast, that's my only choice. He's coming up, I hear him running up. I ran and I tripped, I fell and I buckled. My belt in a buckle, my keys in my knuckles. He's grabbing my hair, I'm screaming to stop. I'm hitting him hard, it's turning him on. The burning is gone, my body is so cold. I'm frozen in fear, accepting my fate. His hands on my waist, I think that I threw my keys in his face. I ran and he chased, I stumbled on a group of 3 that were leaving. I ran towards them, didn't notice that my feet, they were bleeding. And that's when I called, praying that you be there recording. The only person that I know who's up at 3 in the morning. I sound mad, but if you ain't a girl, I guess you don't know the feeling of watching what you wear because you're worried about making it home. Walking with your phone to your ear and you ain't on the phone. Can't walk on the same side of the pavement alone. Everyone's a fucking good guy and they're making it known, but I'm just making it known that if you ain't a girl, I guess you don't know the feeling of checking the child lock or seeing the air tag. A 5-minute walk home feeling like 5 miles. Maybe if these people would police our cities where they police our bodies, then maybe fucking hell. Maybe every woman that I know wouldn't be stuck as well. Danger doesn't look like no killer in a mask.
It looks like that flirty cab driver and guys that feel entitled cause you're standing in a section. Short-tempered men, the ones that struggle with rejection. I knew a girl called that was in so deep she thought violence was affection. I know some women wouldn't want a man's help because so many of them want the same reward for their protection. Danger doesn't look like no killer in a mask. It looks like that kid in the group chat that jokes about, and he won't ever stop because there's no one to correct him. And he might even do it cause the system will protect him. Algorithm gonna find some people just like him. They hate women too, okay, yeah, fuck it, let's connect him. Homicidal, femicidal shit when they're suggesting. Somebody just asked you on a date, it was your dentist. He just went downstairs and got your number from reception. Used to be nice, said I remind him of his little girl. 2 weeks later he wants a sexual connection. Danger doesn't look like no killer in a mask. Who you even talking to? Women hunted down by the people they say reported to. Honestly, I wouldn't have the solitude or fortitude. Try and humanize you, she could be somebody's daughter you. As if that's the reason that them fellas shouldn't slaughter you. God forbid that they offend the people you're belonging to. Objectify you just the way I do in every song. Tomorrow's never wrong. Can't trust guys, she never lied. No men aside, the femicide. The cat calls, the long stares, the kind words, the lines blurred. Call her out. Impersonator, who know a victim, don't know a perpetrator. Am I one of them, the men of the past, who catcalled, I spoke in the bars, I'm complicit, no better than you. I told stories of, got sit on the fence, it's hardly an option. You either part of the solution or part of the problem.
Another very powerful track. I like the fact he acknowledges his own role in how he can sometimes objectify in his songs as well. I think that was took the song to a completely different level. It took it from a place of detached virtue to a place of true understanding and appreciation, and I think that's throughout the record, right? That he's holding the mirror up to himself so much. Okay, final track, outstanding record, outstanding artist. Here we go.
I sometimes wonder, what would I do in the next generation? In 1940, if I was enlisted to fight for the nation, or in 1960, if I had to fight for the rights of my people and lay down my life on the line so my grandkids could live a life that's peaceful, would I be on that? Would I be front line? That's what I'm thinking. If I was alive in the 1912 and the Titanic and it was sinking, who am I saving? Am I fighting women and children, or am I waiting? I wonder. What would I do in the next generation? Battle of Kabbalah. If they captured me for the sake of my father, would I stand on my honor like Hussein did and then tell them to make me a martyr? Would I get smarter? Forgive my oppressor, stick to the creed. If I got locked inside like Nelson Mandela but never was freed, I see a white man dance to rumba. Ain't studied Patrice Lumumba, but get on the stage and sing like Sumba, la ja 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 Sumba. Fuck it. I wonder, what would I do in the next generation? Would I fight for justice? Is it the reason my mum named me David? How can you be king? How can you be king? Don't speak for the people. Them man try draw me out and compare like me and these niggas are equal. I'm a black man and this bozo saying my music's socially conscious, while the man them trolling responses. This world's gone totally bonkers. I sometimes wonder, what would I do in the next generation? But I'm knowing the answer, cause what am I doing in this generation? Afraid to speak, I don't wanna risk in my occupation. We got kids under occupation. Our parents, they wouldn't get that. The people that died for our freedom spoke on justice, couldn't accept that. I taught by the money in all my accounts, so why don't I speak on the West Bank? Remember, growing up prejudiced, the damage 7/7 did. Extremists and terrorists, I was afraid of the Taliban. Can't speak out on illegal settlers, now I'm afraid of a shadow ban. What would I do in the next generation? Critiquing African leaders for selling our country's natural resources to the West for peanuts. If they don't hear, they'll feel us. I question what I'm alive for. And can you say you're alive if you ain't got something you're willing to die for? What am I willing to die for? What am I doing in this generation? I get in my head sometimes. I
Just
feel
a
like
bit.
I'm in despair. That feeling of total powerlessness. I get that sinking feeling. That good ain't defeating evil. I put their pain on vinyl, but feel like that shit ain't moving a needle. Retweeting people, raising awareness. In all fairness, ain't gonna bring Chris back to his parents, but there's no other option. It's a process, gotta stand and protest. Cause they want man silenced, cause they want man dead, or they want man hopeless. In the next generation, I spoke with my ancestors in the night and I showed them. They spoke with tears in their eyes for the brothers they lost and said it was progress. How can it be progress? I asked them, confused, disgusted. They said, David, just so you could fight this, you know how much suffering touched us. And you got a chance, we come from a time and a place where you couldn't get justice. Had to find peace in the fact that we all answer to the one that we trust in. And in our generation, we did do peaceful protests just like you. Burnt buildings just like you. Did boycotts just like you. Sat in a hostel powerless, did feel powerless just like you. And I know that it may sound strange, but we made some change and we're just like you. I know that you question your character. I know that you suffer in silence. I know that it don't feel right when you go to the club in Victoria Island. Cause how can you dance in a club there's 100 people begging outside it? I know the sins of your father. I know that you're desperate to fight them. So step in your purpose. Speak for your people. Share your secrets. Expose your emotions. You might not see, but it's people that need it. Never demand it. And if God can grant it, manifest it and receive it. Your name is David. And that covenant's sacred. You got a promise, so keep it, deep it. That man talking the thing, but I bleed it. Man wanna speak on the scene, but I've seen it. Tried in the fire, but I get some anointed. Kano passed me the torch, I received it. God told me I'm the one, I believed it. Shout hollow man, cause he helped me achieve it. I'm the youngest of my brothers. Father, he's the burden on our mothers. Give these niggas money, see their colors. Don't mix me with them, I'm not the one. Grind and miss the summer when it comes. I'm Abraham, I sacrificed the son. Where I'm from, they sacrifice the son. Hold up, I ain't finished, I ain't done. My ancestors told me that my life is prophecy. And it's not just me, it's a whole generation of people gradually making change. They ain't a greater task, shift that, make a name, make a start. They'll know what they're facing when they ask. With the will of David in my heart, the story of the boy who played the harp.
Fucking hell. Fucking hell. The levels to that record, crazy. Crazy. Man, you can feel the turmoil in this guy bleeding out from every bar of that fucking album. The skill, the talent, the poise, that is a... He's going through it, man. He has been going through it, and it is all out there. And even that he's in turmoil about. Like I said earlier, I think he needs to give himself a break. He needs to spend more time with the Kano just to let himself off a little bit, because fucking hell, he's putting a lot of pressure on himself. A lot of pressure on himself, but he holds himself to an incredibly high standard as well, and that's admirable. But just in terms of pure skill, to come back on a third record when you've had the success that you've had and strip it all away, essentially. There's not even really a commercial track on that. 10 tracks, 40-something minutes of just true art. True art. As an older guy, there's part of me that just wants to be like, Dave, you can't put that much pressure on yourself day to day and hold yourself to these impossible standards, because you're just going to make yourself unwell. But I appreciate the rawness and the honesty. And I'm a huge admirer of the incredible skill, musicianship, penmanship, wordsmithship. What a guy, what an artist, what a record. Fantastic. Can't wait to listen to it again. All right, let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Bars that I missed, themes that I missed, anything. Want to hear your thoughts, whether you're on Patreon, whether you're on the YouTube channel. And man, we keep moving. But What a fucking record. And it's been a year for some magnificent albums. All right. I'll see you all very soon. Right, peace.